bans employees from wearing Black Lives Matter attire, then changes its mind. Starbucks told employees in a memo last week they were prohibited from wearing clothing or accessories that mentioned the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, the company contends that wearing the clothing and accessories could be misunderstood and potentially incite violence. The memo reminded employees of an existing company policy that forbids accessories that advocate political, religious, or personal issues.
However, several Bucks employees said the company commonly permits them to don accessories that promote marriage, equality, and LGBTQ rights. Some employees claim that the company recently gave them pins and gay pride shirts since June is Pride Month. Now, after massive social media backlash, Starbucks announced it would allow employees to wear apparel in support of Black Lives Matter, and the company will print up to 250,000 specialty shirts of their own.
Now, speaking of Pride Month, this past weekend, All Black Lives Matter took over the conversation to bring attention to the Black, trans, and LGBTQ community. However, the Black LGBTQ community semi-clashed with the 2020 LA Pride organizers when LA Pride failed to reach out to Black Lives Matter or the Black LGBTQ community before making an announcement to hold an BLM march in replacement of the LA Pride parade.
Now, here to break down the miscommunication and the Starbucks pivot is political strategist and journalist Jasmyne Cannick. Welcome to the Black Report, Jasmine. How are you doing today?
Hello.
I'm good. Hi, how are you?
We appreciate your time.
Good.
So what were your thoughts about the Starbucks pivot? Now, first they were totally against the Black Lives Matter. Now they're with it. What do you think happened there?
Well, just as a brand, that was a bad look for Starbucks. I mean, right now, Black is the flavor of the month. I don't know how long this is going to last, where people at least are claiming to care about Black lives and recognizing Black folks, right? So for Starbucks to be one of the only brands out there, and such a popular brand to tell its employees that wearing Black Lives Matter clothing could be taken the wrong way. How can you take the words Black Lives Matter the wrong way, right? So that was, as someone who drinks Starbucks every day, I haven't had my Starbucks for a couple of days. I was trying to do the boycott folks were doing, but every time I pass a Starbucks, I see plenty of Black folks in line. So I'm quite confused about that. But I'm not surprised that Starbucks has backed up off of that. I mean, this is 2020. Social media will whip around these brands very quickly. No one wants to watch their company, their organization, their brand being trashed on social media. I agree with the employees who brought up the fact that they do the most for LGBTQ month, because that's very interesting, right? That and it is a social and political statement. For those folks who like to don rainbows. I'm a Black lesbian. I do not wear rainbow anything. But I know for some folks it's very important. So for Starbucks to say it's okay to wear rainbow attire and pride attire, but not wear attire that celebrates Black lives is absolutely ridiculous.
Now, Jasmine, do you think it was important for the LA Pride organizers to reach out to the Black LGBTQ community about their intentions to have the march in replacement of the parade?
So the bottom line is this moment for Black lives is not going to escape over the white LGBTQ community. The same divides that exist in Black and white America also exist in Black LGBTQ America and white LGBTQ America. Traditionally and historically, for the past 50 years, CSW, LA Pride has not been supportive of the Black LGBTQ community here in Los Angeles. So it was quite shocking to a lot of people that they wanted to hold a solidarity march with Black Lives Matter. What it really all amounted to is they wanted to co-opt the moment and the movement to be able to have pride for white gay folks. And, folks shut that down. They shut that whole entire idea down because they saw it for exactly what it was.
Jazz, I've always said that one's queerness does not absolve them of their racism.
Right. No, it doesn't. I've been in this battle for probably the past 20 years, explaining to people that the same racism that exists in, like I said, in Black and white America also exists in the LGBTQ community. And not just with Black folks, the white LGBTQ community has problems with the Latinx community as well, and other people of color communities. It's just something that has gone on, but if we're going to have real conversations about it and we're really going to make a change here in this country, we also have to do that work in the LGBTQ community as well.
Now, Many have compared the civil rights fight of the 50s and 60s to the LGBTQ fight for equal rights now of today. Do you feel that it's the same?
So let me just correct you on that. Many don't compare that. White gay people compare it. Black folks do not compare it to that. White gay folks compare it to that because they like to co-opt our moments and movements to use it to their behalf. If you think about it, the entire white gay platform for the past, I don't know how many years, has always been about marriage, about gay marriage. Why? Because as white gay folks, they had everything else. They had the houses, the cars, the healthcare, the jobs, the education. So their ceiling for white gay people was capped at marriage. If you're a person of color, if you're a Black lesbian or a Black trans woman, you're still dealing with being able to get hired on a job, being able to pay your rent, being able to have health care. So marriage isn't necessarily the thing that's at the top of your list, but the white gay folks made that the movement for the gay community because that's what they wanted. So when you say it's compared to the civil rights movement, I always make sure to correct people because that's their language. That's how they talk about it. And that's why in the African American community, there's been a lot of pushback because if you look on the news, who you would traditionally see are white people talking about civil rights. You didn't see people that look like me talking about it. And so a lot of Black folks, including my grandmother, rest her soul, used to always equate gay rights issues to white people. They were never able to say, oh yeah, you know, okay, I get it, she's Black. They never did that. Even today, that's still an issue. They're getting a little bit better about it because they understand with Prop 8 and some of the other fights that have taken place in this country that white people can't be the face of everything when it comes to gay, and nor should they be because our community is so diverse and so colorful.
Yeah, wow. Well, Jasmine, thank you so much for stopping by the Black Report. Please stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jasmine.